Alright, you guys, I thought I'd come on and do a little project share with you. Oh yeah, this is Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I had created some backgrounds and cut them up into postcard size, which I think is 4 by 6, and these were the backgrounds. Well, then I was cleaning up the table and I found a napkin that one of you lovely folks sent me with some peacocks on it. So I took the napkins and got them down to just a single layer, and I used a wet paintbrush to go around so I could just kind of, and then I took a pair of scissors, these scissors right here actually, and I just, after I got it wet, I just went like this and got it to where it was kind of rough all around, just so it would not look like just a cut image stuck down. So I did that. These are not done, but what I wanted to share with you is how I'm bringing the feathers and everything out, like I did at this one. You can kind of see what I've done with different pens. I can show you the pens I'm going to use. They're jelly roll pens, and these are the colors. This is a silver, this is a black with glitter, a green glitter, and then this blue and a white gel roll pen. I also have a Micron 05 that I may use. Let me show you the other ones. This one, the napkin contained 2 different styles of peacocks. 2 that were this kind of brownish just on the tissue, and they kind of disappeared, so I had to do a little bit more with color on these. So there's that one, and then on this one I used a lot of silver gel roll pen just to kind of bring him back to life. Oh yeah, I need to back up just a little bit. I also used some of the Color Shift paint, and this one is the Aqua Flash, and I just put some on with my finger in just one corner of the card. You can kind of see it right here, just so that there was something more solid right behind the image I was attaching. And the reason I do that is sometimes when you lay your tissue down on one of these busy backgrounds like this, if I'd laid it down straight onto this, you would have seen more of this other Tippy, no. And so that's why I did that layer. Someone's gonna be very annoying at the moment. So anyway, that was the 2 brown ones, and then let me show you the one that was more peacock colored. That makes sense. And this is the one that I finished with the doodles on the feathers and stuff, and I really love how it looks. Now let me show you what it looks like with nothing added. See, it's just flat. And then once you start adding the pen and the, oh, and I used some of this, just the cheapy glitter glue. So that's what we're gonna do right there. And I got me a little square so I know where to work. And I'm gonna have to pause y'all and be right back. Okay, I'm back, and in the background you may hear Tippy playing with a piece of plastic chicken. He found it under the he's having a good time. So anyway, let's I'm gonna put this over here so I can remember what all I did. I think what I did first was I just went with the white gel roll pen, and I did everywhere there was like an peacock eye, I just made a little half circle, little cup to the bottom of these. My son's having a rough start to his day. He works evenings, and the dryer at the house failed, and we had another dryer the neighbors were going to throw out. They said there was nothing wrong with it. Did we want to have it you know, if Greg moved out or whatever. So he pulled that one out of one of the sheds, and he spent yesterday getting it switched out, and just doesn't feel like he took any time to have fun. So he's kind of having a bummer day, and you know, when kids have a bummer day, moms hear from them more often. Isn't that right? And so I guess when we don't hear from our kids, we should just be glad. They're probably doing just fine. No, Tippy. Tippy. No. Lay down, buddy. There goes something of mine. Now what did you take? No. You were acting like a doggone 3-year-old child. Behave. Sorry, he took a roll of washi tape. Oh, and let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I highlighted the white on its face. I might actually go over the beak a little bit too. Need to do that on this one, because the beak just kind of got lost here, didn't it? There we go. That looks pretty cool. All right. So I'm just going to finish going around these. Yeah, I was going to put music over that section of the video yesterday of me talking about the cows and stuff, but then when I was listening to it last night, I said I'm just gonna leave it in slow-mo and they can listen to me go, yeah, like that, because it made me laugh, so I figured it might make somebody else laugh. It probably annoyed some people too, but oh well, can't please everybody. Just have to please yourself. It made me laugh, so that's why it got left. I think that's all of the little eyes. Maybe one right here. All right, and then I took the different. I got this gel pen, and I used it to kind of outline the whole body portion. And then I really put some sketchy marks on this one side where the light green was. Let's see here. All right. And then on the back, where the tail feathers come out of, I just did some little, what he's wanting to be held, so he's being bad. Just some little like stippling, little dots. All right, and then, let's see, then I went around the eyes and added some of Tippy, stop it. Sorry, the lighting's really kind of not good here, but it's the best I can do. Let's see. Maybe add a little bit more. I don't know if that's going to wash it out or what, but it helps me see a little better. There goes my sun again. But I want to finish this up for y'all. And you just go around each of the little eyes. I need to be careful. I kind of drew on my peacock there. That's all right. I wasn't paying attention. Now you don't necessarily have to match whatever was printed on the napkin. You're just trying to bring some highlight back in and make it come back out of the background, if that makes any sense. I love peacocks. I think there's the neighbor on that back road back by the lake actually has some, because we think we've heard some in the mornings when the donkeys are braying back there. We think he's got some peacocks as well. Just kind of making a mark to kind of indicate where the feather's quill is. And where the darker blue is, that's where I'll use that other pen. And you can see as you go and you add just little bits of stuff to it, and just a reminder, our P.O. box will no longer be taking our mail as of the 31st. We have forward mail to our Casey address. So if you have our Casey address already, you can just, if you just wanting to mail something out to us, and you have that, feel free to utilize the Casey address. If you don't, I'll give out our mailing address if it's needed. I haven't decided if I'm going to just freely hand it out anymore, because you just don't know. And I don't know that we'll be getting a P.O. box in Casey, because they've gone up on what they charge for a post office box, and I just can't justify it, if that makes sense. Almost went the wrong way with the feathers on that one. That's the danger when you start turning things around to do sketchy bits. You don't know what you're actually doing, do you? Alright. I think that's all of the ones I was going to do with the green. And then we'll cap that up if my hands will hang on. Now Tippy's sitting by the front door like he wants to go out. And I'm just going to do that, and then just do some feathery marks to fill in all of the blue spots. And it really doesn't take much to add life back to the napkin, you know, with just some pens, just being kind of sketchy. And then I'll come in and maybe color a little bit on his head with this blue. I'm going to use this dark blue to give him some feet back. It's not really showing up too good, but it'll be alright. And then you can add a bit of dots of this to the back where his tail feathers come out. Alright, so now all we got to do is just do some little, like, I call them teardrops, where you take your glitter glue and you make like a ball and then pull this way. Make a ball and pull off in the direction the feather would go. I don't like how that one looks. We'll add a little bit more to the base. There we go. And all of this will flatten out as it dries. Tippy, I'll be right there, bud. He's mad at me because I decided to talk to y'all instead of him. So he's like, fine, I just want to go back outside. Isn't that right, Tippy Tippy? You mad at me? And I'll just set this somewhere, you know, to dry. So, if anybody would like a peacock postcard, leave a comment down below, and the first 4 that I see, I will mail a postcard out to you. How's that sound? I forgot to show you what the backs look like, where the address goes. I might have to create a place for the addresses. You'll see what I mean in just a sec. I'll show you. See, by doing the white, I know exactly where I need to put the dots. Alright, so that'll dry, and I'm going to do a little bit more to these before I mail them out. But this is what the backs look like. So what I might have to do is do like just a little rubbing area of white in here and here so that I can mail it off. Or actually I'll do the postcard thing where there's a note over here and maybe my address down on the bottom and then the 2 on this side. Because I don't know that they can see that to mail it. So anyway, I just thought I would share those, and I hope y'all have enjoyed watching it. And like I said, I will be adding more to these before they're mailed out. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.